What it do? This is your girl Megan. Welcome back to my channel if you're already a subscriber. And if this is your first time joining me on today, go ahead and mash that subscribe button because you know you want to. So, I am continuing my Mars series and we're rolling right along to the sign of Cancer. So, Mars and Cancer. First of all, it is important that you know Mars is the planet of war. It is the planet of your willpower, your drive, your instinctual desires, animalistic desires, your gut reactions to things, even your war style. Did I say the fighting style? Your war style, your fighting style. Okay? Mars enjoys carrying out the duty of the father, which is the sun. So it makes Mars a very fiery, action-oriented planet in nature. Now, with that being said, it is important to note that Mars is in its detriment in the sign of Cancer. So in just layman's terms, Mars doesn't like being here, okay? Mars is extremely uncomfortable in the sign of Cancer, unlike its exaltation in the sign of Capricorn. Cancer is a watery sign just in nature and is ruled by the moon, which is very maternal, very much homey, reserved. And once you combine these two elements together, this can create a very dysfunctional, shall I say, kind of expression of anger. Because your willpower is so diluted with water, you tend to engage in emotional warfare all the fucking time. So keep in mind, Cancer is a more intuitive, psychically inclined sign, just like most water signs, just because they represent the feminine energy, which is also the right side of the brain, aka the yin realm, everything subconscious, right? They're very sensitive to everything in the subconscious realm, which means these people are moody as fuck. They're catching vibes left and right, even though they might not be cognitively aware of it, and they're just very reactionary people. You know what I mean? Mars and Cancer people are very emotional, and they can go about this in one of two ways from what I've seen, okay? Your first type of Mars and Cancer individual is somebody who is passive aggressive, like extra passive aggressive, like stay on the passive aggressive stay, okay? They take a lot of abuse from other people, especially the people that they love, because Cancer is very attached to home and family and, you know, the things that make them feel comfortable. So these people could be in abusive relationships. They could be taking a lot of shit from their, you know, people who they feel really close with in life. It could be a family member, child, aunt, uncle, whoever the person or people may be that are close to you. But what happens is take but so much, and then they snap, and then they spaz out, and then their reaction is very disproportionate and just like misdirected, right? You flip on people who ain't got shit to do with the situation. You out here having a meltdown, like you're like a whole like drama fish. That's the first type. That's the first type of Cancer Mars person. The second type of Cancer Mars person is just a motherfucker who would kill your ass, like a fucking psychopath, because they're always on the defense because they feel subconsciously like they're being attacked. So they're always on the lookout to protect themselves, and they're always afraid, emotionally afraid of being taken advantage of. They always say that the scariest person in the room, the scariest people will kill your motherfucking ass, because what happens when you back a scared animal into the corner? They have nowhere to go. Fight or flight, bitch. Fight or flight. And if you don't give them room, or if they don't feel like they have the room to take flight, they gonna fight your ass to the death. So Cancer, Mars people, like especially that second type, I wouldn't want to get into a fight with one of them. Like, let's just put it like that. And a great example of a Cancer Mars individual, specifically the second type is what I'm speaking of here, is Cardi B. Okay, as you can see, you know, Miss Thing has been in the headlines lately, throwing shoes at bitches, you know, running up on bitches, jugging bitches jumped at the bar, at the strip club, and I mean, always clapping back on social media because she's taking what people say to heart. That is very much a Cancer Mars individual. Very defensive, very much so, always spazzing out and proving a point, trying to protect their space and protect their energy. Also, keep in mind that Mars and Cancer, they have pretty good memories, very good memories actually, and they don't forget shit. Okay, they hold on to, they will hold a mean grudge. Eat both types, okay, both the passive and the confrontational type will hold grudges. Okay, and they will let those grudges simmer in their spirits, okay? And by the time it just kind of rises to the surface, whoever they take it out on is just who they take it out on. And that's just a tough titty. So, you know, there's that. And Cancer is represented by the crab. So what does this say? It's saying that a lot of times Cancer Mars grew up in circumstances and environments to where they had to be hard on the outside. A lot of Cancer Mars people have shells, impenetrable shells. Did I say that right? Impenetrable, you know what I mean. Hard shells. They hard as fuck, okay? But on the inside, they're soft, mushy, very loving, and they always tend to, like, I think that with this placement, these people, because their memories are so good, they do have like this victim complex that's kind of similar to Pisces. They just hold on to everything that's ever been done to them, every wrong, and they just kind of nurse their wounds and feel sorry for themselves. Also, because the moon changes so much, it goes through its different phases and cycles. This makes a Mars Cancer individual hella moody, hella crabby, just like the crab. You know what I'm saying? Their moods and emotions fluctuate, and that kind of reinforces this debilitation that Mars is feeling here in the sign of Cancer, because it's stifled. Its energy is stifled. It wants to do things. It wants to get shit done. It wants to accomplish and conquer, but it becomes so delirious, you know, with all of this water present, that it's like it's drowning. So, like, what do people do when they're drowning? They just kind of flail about for help, and, you know, might even take your ass down with them if you try to come and save them. You know what I'm saying? Cancer is cardinal water, a cardinal sign. What are cardinal signs? Signs that create and initiate new energy, okay? So, and this once again goes back into their ability to do emotional warfare, because they're so good at putting their feelings off on others. They're good at picking up feelings from other people and manipulating them, okay, and adding their own feelings to it, and creating a new situation, creating a new vibe, creating a new feel to things. I'm gonna make everybody feel me. If I ain't happy, ain't nobody gonna be happy. Y'all can be very, very manipulative, but it goes both ways, just depending on the person. Cancer Mars people can also be very prone to being manipulated, you know, especially emotions. Like I said, those emotions just get in the way of everything with y'all. Like, ugh. And another sure way to make a Cancer Mars person beat your motherfucking ass or kill you is to attack their family or come for somebody that's close to them. They're ruled by the moon. Moon is mother, feminine energy. They're nurturers. They love those that are closest to them, and they will protect those who are closest to them by any means necessary. You know, you could have a very passive type 1 Cancer Mars individual, but if they feel like you're coming for their tribe, bitch, 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 bitch. I mean, before you can look left and look right, y'all ain't no hoes. I'll give it to you. Y'all ain't no hoes. Cancer Mars, y'all not scary. Like, they with the shits, okay? They with it. And because Mars also represents your sexual urges, sex drives, these people have to feel secure before they give up the nookie, okay? Especially the women. These aren't typically your fly-by-night, you know, swingers. I'm in town for one night. One night only, that's all I have to spare. This is not that's not Cancer Mars, okay? Cancer Mars wants you to commit. Cancer Mars wants you to make them feel secure and like you aren't going anywhere. Cancer Mars wants you to make them feel like they're the kings or queens of the world, of your world, and that you're here to stay, because they hate change. They hate change. They hate feeling uncomfortable. You know, if you wound them and romance them and kind of just show that you're there, you're committed, you're able to kind of create like a comfortable long-term situation for them, then they'll open up. So once again, it's all about those emotions, okay? If you create an emotional bond with a Cancer Mars, they're more likely to, you know, fuck. Give up the nookie and the cookie. I mean, even for the men. And I also see that men who have this placement tend to be like catty, you know. They can tend to be a little bit, they're giving me very much sis. You know, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with that, because I don't want to stigmatize men being vulnerable or showing feminine qualities, because we all have feminine and masculine traits, feminine and masculine energy. But men with Cancer Mars tend to be very like, especially when they're arguing or in relationships with other women or something like that, like they can be very much in their bag. And Cancer Mars men, it could go one or two ways. These are the men who can either be like very much, like I said, in tune with his feminine nature and can be very catty as a result, very moody. But this could also be like just a whole womanizer in these streets, because they know the female psyche. They know how women think. They're in tune with that, like I said, that yin realm, that emotional warfare. They use it to the best of their abilities. They use it to their advantage, and they will ruin your lives, ladies. They will ruin your lives, especially if the Mars is aspected by like Pluto or some shit. Like, girl, you run across a man with Cancer Mars and it's anywhere near Pluto, bitch, run. Run. Don't walk, run. Overall, these are great people, great nurturers, great cooks, or at least have a passion for food. They're also very strong, way stronger than they get credit for, okay? And yeah, Mars and Cancer people make the world go round. So drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the video. Share with your favorite Cancer Mars person, you know? And until next time, don't forget to practice unconditional self-love so that you can love others. And as always, bye.